Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalker 2014. And it's when they killed all the other Planeswalkers, it's just the one now. I don't know if you guys knew
Who's
that.
he dueling?
Yeah, I know he has multiple duels. It's duels of that one Planeswalker.
So he's just dueling
guy.
himself, like he's just the sad man in a room with the cards on the table, and he's just like warning to each side over and over to play the moves.
Man, that's a sad day if you have to play Magic the Gathering like against yourself with two different decks.
That is sad, and I've actually considered doing that before too. There's no strategy. You know what all the cards are. It's not worth doing.
It's true, yeah. There's no way that you can trick yourself.
In elementary school, I'd actually try to trick myself while playing tic-tac-toe with myself. Never worked. Could never.
I don't.
Always ended in a cat game.
It's a very simple game. That tic-tac-toe game that you're talking about. Also, the thing about tic-tac-toe that I learned very early on as a young lad playing that game, that it's extremely easy to always tie.
Yes.
I think there's only one opening move that you can make that will not tie. But other than that, like it's extremely easy to always tie in that game, and I just kind of always shoot for that because it's easier.
Yeah, and then you can just kind of get past playing tic-tac-toe and play something better.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Like, oh, we tied 17 times? All right, let's play something that's an actual game. Sorry, tic-tac-toe fans. I know you're going to be really butthurt about that comment.
We should change the Magic the Gathering into tic-tac-toe.
Be the same thing. That was the one group of fans you could pretty much insult and guarantee that there are none of them.
No.
Fans.
I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of tic-tac-toe. I still like playing tic-tac-toe.
You can play tic-tac-toe and enjoy it like once, but you're not. No one's a fan of tic-tac-toe. No one is going to tic-tac-toe conventions in Philadelphia
tournaments, you mean?
Some shit.
Tic-tac tournament. Why hasn't anyone made a free-to-play tic-tac-toe game on Steam?
I guarantee there is one.
You would probably make so much money if you did that.
Tabletop simulator, man.
Seriously.
Type in tic-tac-toe on Google. There's probably some kind of online tic-tac-toe game that exists.
Yeah.
So not.
But it's not on Steam.
Oh,
You know what? That would actually be nice if they just added that to Steam messaging. You just like turn on tic-tac-toe.
That everyone's been talking about that you can probably make tic-tac-toe on.
Do you mean Roll20 or
Tabletop Simulator?
Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah. That I want to play that game real bad. Nobody ever wants to play it with me though.
No, we're gonna do a stream where we play Sonic Monopoly, and it's gonna be the three of us, and we're gonna try and get all the rings. I hope you're in.
That sounds pretty good.
It's really goddamn good, and when I try to play with Ryan and Josh, they flip the table in like 3 seconds. I'm like, come on, guys, give this a chance. Give peace a chance.
I remember telling you that like I wanted to play Tabletop Simulator, and you're like, nah, it looks bad.
No, I mean,
looks good.
You weren't wrong. I'm an ass sometimes. I say things that I don't really mean, and it took the NLSS to force me to play it to appreciate it, so now I do.
Yeah. I mean, granted, me personally, I still haven't played it, so I don't know.
Shit, man.
Maybe I'll actually hate it.
Oh shit! Role reversal.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. But actually, would you mind, both of you, if I just went on a slight tangent for a moment?
By all means.
Nothing to do with what we were just talking about.
It's about your chair.
Yes.
If it's the chair story, then go for it, yeah.
By all means.
Okay, so my chair, I've been sitting on this chair that was like a dining room chair, and it'd been broken for months. I started sitting on it broken because my old chair was this 100-year-old chair, and that chair felt like ass because it was made 100 years ago, and it was made of wood. So, it was not very comfortable. And then I had this dining room chair, and it was broken for several months. It had one leg out. Finally crapped down on me, and I figured, all right, well, today I need a chair to sit and record things. And it's not today. This is like a couple days ago that I did this. I need a chair to sit and record things, but I don't want to spend too much money because it's probably only a temporary chair because, I'm going to get a better chair. So I'll just go get the cheapest shitty desk chair that I could at my local Gembro. So I decided to do that, and I put the shit together. And I really do want to emphasize shit because right now I am sitting about a foot off the ground. You know how chairs, they have that little lever and then you could, raise it up and it's
totally.
cool. Yeah. Okay. So that was working fine for a little while. But now I'm just on the ground because once I go up, any weight that you put on it will make it drop right down to the ground. And also, there are no wheels. It came with wheels, but there is, for some reason, somebody decided it would be a smart idea to not have any locking mechanism in the wheels. So you literally just put in this little metal fucking peg into this really poorly constructed, like, circular fucking plastic tube.
Okay.
Oh, dicks! Ah,
That's
dicks.
what you get.
The cultivate
whatever.
error. Classic.
Yeah. Anyway, so like basically what would happen when I was trying to put these fucking wheels in, and I did it for like an hour, I'm not kidding, is I would put the one wheel in, and then I'd put in another wheel, and there are 5 wheels to put in. I put in 3 wheels, and it's like, okay, cool, we're getting there, I'm almost there. And then I would put in the 4th wheel, and the wheel on the opposite side of the chair would fall out. And it's like, all right, so I guess I'll just go put that wheel in there. So I put another wheel in, and then a wheel on the other side of the chair would fall out. And I do this for about like half an hour to an hour until I'm finally like, fuck it, I'm just not, there's no wheels on this thing. It's a stool. That's what it is.
Okay, I gotta ask a question on the behalf of the
Yeah.
commenters. You did read all the instructions, right?
Yeah, I can tell you the instructions were, firstly, a load of fucking bullshit. There were no words on them, all just pictures. It was a single page of very thin white paper where it kind of numbered the different things. Now, it wasn't hard to put together. There wasn't anything wrong with but like literally I can tell you what it showed for the wheels themselves. I was like, oh, so where are the screws for the wheels? How do I lock them in? And I look at the fucking page, and it's like, you know that internet thing where it's like how to draw an owl, step 1, draw some circles,
Draw the
step
owl,
2,
and
draw
there's
the
the
fucking owl. That, I'm not kidding. The first step is like
And it's
here's
done.
a wheel, here's a wheel, here's the bottom, up arrow, do that shit, stupid. There you go. Enjoy. And it's like, fuck you guys. So, yeah.
I was hoping that the instructions were just gonna be like, and fuck you very much for buying our chair. Bye.
Yeah. I mean, luckily I'm only out like, $30 or something.
Just return it,
But
man.
I'm not gonna return
Say it's
this
defective.
shit. Yeah, I don't care.
They're
enough.
required to take it back. Your gem bro will understand.
I'm sure they will.
See,
I just don't care.
when
You
I-
don't call him your gem bro for nothing.
When I needed a chair, what I did actually is I just went to Walmart and I just bought a metal folding chair for like $10.
Whoa.
That's what I would want. That's what I was looking for, actually. Is just
Walmart.
a folding chair. Yeah. Well, I live in New York.
Oh, that's
Walmart
right.
aren't.
You don't have Walmarts.
It's not allowed. It's illegal.
But yeah,
Can't open
that shit is cheap. It works. It folds up. It's perfect. And then that got annoying, so I went to Office Depot and I was like, all right, I want a good ass chair. All right.
Yeah.
A good ass chair. Like my
Good
ass.
ass chair. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Having a good time.
No, I know. Like, I bought this little, like, seriously piece of shit for $30 because it's like, all right, it's just a temporary chair until I find the chair that I love, and I will spend whatever I need on it. I assume I'm gonna spend like upwards of $200 on this chair, which I'm not really terribly happy about.
But it might last you for 5 years, so it's worth the
Right.
investment.
That's what I was thinking. Basically, the problem is I don't really want to construct it myself, though.
I
not
believe
that
in you.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put this chair together poorly, but the guy did lie to me, and he said, "Yo, no, you do it in 10 minutes. It's gonna be very easy. There's a screwdriver in the box. It's fine." And it's like, are you sure there's a screwdriver in the box? You're telling me that there's a screwdriver? Yeah, screwdriver in the box. It's fine. You take 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Like, all right, fine. I open the fucking box. There's no goddamn screwdriver. This guy's a fucking liar. Of course there's no screwdriver. Why would they put a goddamn screwdriver in the box? Like, I knew that there wasn't a screwdriver. And then also, here's the second thing.
You got hustled,
There
man.
was... not only did I get hustled, there in the bag of screws, there was a single washer. Just one. And it's like, it doesn't show up on the instructions. I don't know which screw. There's like 5 or There's like 10 screws.
Yeah.
Which one am I supposed to put the washer on?
You know what?
They're all the same size.
That guy sold you the chair that he's been using for replacement parts for the last 3 years, and you got the dregs of what's left out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. Yeah, but, you know. So that's my experience.
That's why he knew there was no screwdriver.
When you're a frequent internet user, computer user, there are two purchases that you have no reason not to spend a lot of money on if you have the option to, and that is a second monitor and an office chair. Feel free to spend hundreds of dollars on both of those things.
Yeah. I got my second monitor, and it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like a whole new experience. I'm about to get a third one just to relive that experience.
I kind of want a third one too.
Well, now that I'm streaming console games, my main monitor's taken up by the console game, and now I'm back where I have to have everything on one monitor again. So it's like, shit. Now I need another one.
Yeah.
That seems excessive to me. I'm happy with the two. But I also do have my TV on the other side of the room connected via HDMI. So if I really had to, I could look across my room and I could move stuff over there. But it's kind of impractical.
That'd be really funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is connected. So, I mean, I could just drag shit over there. But it doesn't really help me in any way.
I'd read your Twitch chat, but you're all the way over there for some reason. I don't know what you're doing.
I do kind of want a second monitor or a third monitor because when I stream, I have like the one screen for like the game, and then my second screen has OBS, Twitch chat, Moobot, dashboard, donation tracker, like all this other shit, and it's all like jumbled up in there.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of nice to not have it on just the second screen. Plus, I like watching multiple streams at a time, so sometimes it's nice.
Right. Let's all check our privilege for 5 seconds here, and let's recognize too that Austin probably now wants us to kill his Phoenix so he can clear the board. Just want that to be out there.
What? Sorry. There's noise in the background. Yeah, that's the thing that I probably want to happen.
So I don't know if you were done with your chair rant, but feel free to continue. But if not, I want to also mention that we should like recap our E3 experience now that we discussed it at length last episode.
Yeah. Totally.
It was. I was happy with E3.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good E3.
I thought it was a pretty good E3 as well.
Yeah.
A good E3.
A good E3. Very good E3.
It was a good E3.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a pretty good E3. Now, I don't wanna jump right into the topic that I really want to jump into, but I want to like touch on Nintendo's new announced game, Splatoon.
That looks cool.
That looks really cool.
Yeah, I don't know why everyone's so psyched about it. It just looks like Day Blob to me.
I mean, yeah, well, a little bit, yeah, but I think it's, also fancy and pretty, and it's, I don't know. It looks good. It looks cool. And you know what? I'm kind of excited because Nintendo's got a new IP. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's true.
Hey, first party IP from Nintendo that's new, and it looks kind of cool. And it's embracing multiplayer, which we've wanted Nintendo to do for like 20 years. And now they're doing it. Maybe not 20 years, but you know what I mean. Like 10 years.
But the question is, how is it going to actually work? Oh, Jesus Christ, what has he done now? Discard
They were saying... Oh, yeah. They were saying it was going to have matchmaking and rankings and stuff like that, and yeah. And it looks like they have like kill streaks and stuff, and
I don't understand what Austin's doing. What? How the hell did you do that?
You killed 2 of the arsonists. When the arsonists die, they can each do 1 damage.
Okay, that was
target.
6.
2 damage. Yeah, our arsonist did 2 damage, and the blood pyre they sacrificed did 4 damage.
Okay, it's 6/6.
Yeah, that was 6 damage.
I must have missed 2 of that. All right, fine, whatever. Cool. Great. Guess I'll just clear the board next turn.
No. Don't
Is that
do
what you're gonna do?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't want you to.
I like the Sony press conference. I thought that was a good time.
That was too, yeah. I mean, Little Big Planet 3, that game, those games have always been charming and continue to be.
It
Sony
sold me
Sony's
on a PS4 right then.
Sony's was good until they started acting all weird with like 2 of their segments.
Well, okay, so the end of the thing was a little iffy. The dude started talking about some kind of comic book thing that I didn't really care about.
It was the free-to-play thing.
Okay.
That was a free-to-play thing.
Yeah, well, they were like talking about free-to-play games for like 5 minutes, and then they made the hilarious joke of being really. They were like, free-to-play means free to play, and then immediately an asterisk came up on screen and was like,
there may
some
be
features need to be purchased. It was just like the most comedic thing in the world.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I stopped listening when they started talking about their peripherals and like, these are all the features that you're going to get from PlayStation. Like, I always zone out whenever they do that shit because it's like, I don't care.
They loaded that shit in like the second third of the like it was almost the end. It was the point where people started to like get their eyes glazed over anyway. So they figured we might as well let them have that moment, and then we'll be like, okay, new Uncharted. And then people come back, and that worked for me. I mean, it was like 10 minutes worth of drudgery to get back to something exciting again. So I didn't do much.
I was just sad there was no last card.
No what?
Yeah, that game's not coming out ever.
I know, that's why I was sad.
Yeah.
I didn't expect there to be. I thought it was pretty much done already years ago. So like to keep expecting it, like who cares at this point?
I honestly thought they were. I thought they had actually officially canceled that game.
I kind of thought they did as well.
Yeah, I was under the impression that's what happened. Evidently, I was mistaken.
A new game from that guy, Shadow Colossus guy. I can't remember his name.
Shadowy Colossusman.
Not Miyazaki. Who? Is his name?
Shadowzy Colossusai.
Okay.
Is it? How old is it?
I can't remember his name, but it's the Team Ico group.
Yeah, They made 2 amazing games, and they kind of just...
Yeah. Also, Bloodborne. That looked sweet. I was kind of upset because it was like I actually didn't know when I was watching the trailer that was made by From Software, and then and I just saw the trailer and I was like, yeah, that looks cool. Except it's all cinematic, so like
apparently
whatever.
Funny you say that. Right before we started, I found this and I wanted to show you guys, but we started the Magic episode. There's a leaked trailer that shows gameplay.
Yeah, Josh was telling me that he watched somebody live demo the game, and I wanted to be into what that was about, because I did not see a live demo, and that would have made a big difference, because CG doesn't do it for me at E3. I need to see some real shit.
Yeah, totally. there's a gameplay trailer that I'm actually playing right now.
Does it look cool?
It looks Dark Souls. It looks like Dark Souls.
Right.
Yeah, but it looks really cool. It actually looks really cool.
I had to make somebody suffer.
Wait, who suffered?
Rob, I took away a 6/6.
Okay. All right, that's fair. It looks really cool, actually. I'm already really excited because this looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I remember them showing two back-to-back CG trailers, and it's like, yeah, that looks great, but you know, CG trailer, whatever. Like you know what's sad is that I'm at the point where even a CG trailer. Not like I've always been like, oh, a CG trailer, who cares? The game's not gonna look anything like that. Now I'm at the point where they showed gameplay trailers and it's like, well, who cares? The game's not gonna look anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is sad. It's really sad that I have to think like that. Like they showed off The Division again, and it was like,
it looked really bad, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when they first showed it at E3, 2 years ago, I was like, oh my god, that game looks amazing. But now I know that doesn't mean anything. It's not going to look like that. Like, they're not going to do any of that shit that they showed off. None of it. And it's like, all right, well, whatever. Because, not to get too deep into things here, but there's a really good read called Poetics. Why are you guys fucking with me? What did I do?
I'm fucking with you. I'm just throwing some one towards your way, man.
3 of us here total.
Anyway, so, and I got Cruel Revivaled and hit with Austin shit. Alright, fine.
Don't even. It's 2 damage, and you could have.
Here's what you fuckers get.
Oh, not this nonsense.
Yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Wait. That's the one that brings you down to 5 life.
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot.
I don't give a shit. I'm making this shit happen right now.
Make it happen.
Okay.
No. Make it happen.
Alright.
Alright. That's how we're gonna do it.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
It's happening.
Okay, before Rob launches into poetics, I want to just say that the main thing about The Division that I thought was going to be the draw was I thought they were demoing out like extremely accurate, context-sensitive, like in-ear narration of the game until I found out that was just people, like actual people, just talking.
I couldn't tell either way. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I couldn't tell.
They demoed like they were in the damn game.
Yeah, it was really confusing.
And Ryan thought that too, and we said that, and he was also surprised when we told him it wasn't in the game.
I was just sitting there like, this is really cool. Wait, is that? I don't...
That was all there was to it, was the thing we thought is a thing, but isn't a thing.
Yeah. It looked just like another fucking shooter to me, to be completely honest. I posted a graphic on Twitter a few hours ago that showed a graph of how many shooters were announced as opposed to other games. It's really sad.
Right.
Like out of Sony's, it was like 40% were shooters, and out of Microsoft, it was 50% were shooters. And it's just like...
out of Nintendo, what was it, like 20%?
It's like 12%, but Nintendo only showed like 12 games,
yeah,
so the 12% was Splatoon.
I was watching the Ubisoft and Sony and stuff, and I don't think I said that. All right, well, fuck you then.
Why? What did you expect?
Suck it.
What did you expect was gonna happen?
Austin.
What did you think was gonna happen?
That was really a strange play, man.
I don't give a shit. Like, whatever. You guys decided to just fuck with me for some reason.
Went right down the drain.
Yeah, I was gonna fuck you all over with my soul fires, but didn't work out. I didn't know he had a lava axe in his hand. He actually just drew the lava axe.
He always had a lava axe. He always has a lava. It's a red deck.
That's true, but he did just draw it, so whatever. Like, there's unlucky draw, whatever. But
I could have not.
Anyway. Huh?
I could have not had it. That's the possible.
Just drew it.
Has it.
No, I actually had it since the first draw. I had it at the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was actually about to use it against Nick just to use it, but then I was like, I should probably save this.
Well, you have 15 health now, so suck it. I don't know why, like, I guess I abandoned my idea of fucking over Austin for some reason, and I shouldn't have. I don't know why I did. So I'm just gonna keep doing that now. But anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, we have the shooters. Yeah, I saw a lot of the shooters, and I had the same realization where it's just like, yeah, all right, I guess some more shooting people and exploding them.
God damn it.
That's cool.
I forgot it would calculate that damage first, so none of the damage was calculated.
Yeah, it's fine.
I didn't realize, like, I had to block the one that was 3 and it was first strike, so literally just killed everything.
It actually worked pretty well to my advantage, although you're going to get the Phoenix back next turn, so I guess that's not that great. Oh. Okay.
Oh, come on. Give me my graveyard. Let me get into my graveyard. Jeez, there we go.
How'd you guys feel about Microsoft basically, like, coming back to reality and be like, wait a minute, you guys weren't just bluffing that you hated all of our ideas?
Wait, you guys like video games?
I didn't see the Microsoft conference. What did they do?
They just didn't talk about the Kinect, like, at all, which was fantastic. It was the best thing.
Not even one time?
No, one time for Dance Central. That was it, though.
Oh, okay.
I can tolerate one time, but when they made their entire strategy and their entire outlook on the whole presentation everything but video games, you kind of lose me there. And they didn't do that this year, which I respect. So thank you, Microsoft.
Well, I think, I think that's why I always, whenever they do anything that's just like, oh, the features of PlayStation, blah, 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 like, I don't care. Like, please don't. I'm at I'm watching E3. Please don't remind me that you have created a $400 Netflix box, because I don't want to think about that when I purchase it. All right, because I know that's the case, but I don't want to think about that because I also want to play the like 1 or 2 exclusive games that you hold on to because you're assholes and you like exclusivity. So
I also can't stand looking at the show and being like seeing the cynical bullet points that are like established brand value. Like, I just don't like that shit. I want to actually just see what you're going to talk about and have it be real instead of this, like, just PR, straight-up PR everywhere. I know that's what it is, and I know it's a business, but, like, you're going to wine and dine us. Do it right. Don't just pretend that we're also, for your taking. We're not just wallets.
Yeah. But well, okay. So we should mention now Zelda. Zelda.
Freagasm.
Now it was
so good.
That was a very hyperbolic presentation of Zelda, right? Like, or at least I assume so, because they talk about a bunch of shit. They didn't back it up with anything. And they were like, "This is like how it's gonna be," and it's like, okay, I will take it at face value now.
Right.
And if I am taking it at face value, then that sounds fucking sweet. But
I kind of won't though.
Yeah.
I think the two things that were really cool for me that also, could be totally doesn't matter, but they said 2015, which is way sooner than I thought.
Yeah.
Stop it, Nick. Stop it. You stop it right
Nick.
now.
Stop.
You stop this nonsense.
Stop it, Nick. Stop.
But that was really cool.
Yeah.
And they said in an interview after the game, or after they showed it, that that was all in-engine. It wasn't CGI.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was.
It looked scripted in engine. That's all.
Yeah, it looked like it was in engine, which that's fine. I think people were like jizzing over the visuals, and the visuals look good. Don't get me wrong; they did look really pretty. But like that's not what I was most excited about. I was most excited about when they said that it's like really expansive and open worldy, and you can tackle the dungeons in any order that you want and stuff like that. Like that is kind of what I described last Magic episode, wasn't it? Like that's sort of. I remember saying just those things of like, that's what I want in a Zelda game. Just go back to the roots, go back to the original Legend of Zelda. And it's funny because that's how their conference or their presentation started, was showing what the original Legend of Zelda looked like and stuff. And going back to the roots is, that is good in my book. However, again, I want to take it at face value, but I don't know. Nintendo has still let me down too many times. Like, so much so that they talked about, remember that leaked article about the new Star Fox that they're working on?
No!
And you didn't see that?
No, Nick is all the kill cards.
Oh, okay.
It's like the fifth one.
Yeah, but so they had that leaked article about the new Star Fox, and it was like, oh my god, I'm so excited to read this article about the new Star Fox. And he's like, yeah, we messed around with Star Fox on the Wii and tried to get motion controls to work, and it didn't really work with the game, so we never made Star Fox on Wii. He's like, oh, okay, good. That seems like a good start to this. So the end is gonna be, we're not gonna try to like piggyback motion controls onto Star Fox, right? That's the logical next step. So we got to the Wii U, and the motion controls felt a lot better.
You're fucking my dick in the fires of hell right now. You're actually fucking me.
I'm fucking your dick in the fires of hell right now. Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You could see it, you could hear it, you could taste it, you could smell it, you could touch it.
I don't want to play Magic anymore.
Fucking your dick in the fires of hell.
Well, I was talking about Star Fox, but yeah. Yeah, and so and he was saying like yeah, and there's this really cool thing where remember what I was saying about what I'd like about Star Fox, where just keep me in an R-wing and let me go shoot things. Well, he was like, and it's this really cool feature where you can switch between the Landmaster tank and a helicopter throughout the level, no matter what. And it's like.
And also, if you buy 26 amiibos, you might be able to summon a special Fox McCloud that's double size, and then you can get the whole starship carrier involved. Who wouldn't want to do that?
It's called the Great Fox, I'll have you know, but...
Yeah, the starship carrier, that one.
Yeah.
With the Bloodhound guy in it.
The way that they described it was just like, you know what, Miyamoto? I'd like it more now if you just never released another Star Fox game. I would prefer that you didn't release.
I'm done. I quit this. No, I'm done.
I love this game. It's so funny.
Oh, Nick, you're playing Magic. Do you need every perfect draw ever possible in the history of time?
It was the most perfect draws I've ever had in my life,
I have the thing for you. Oh my god.
I've never had that many perfect draws before.
That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. I have to hope that I draw a fucking perfect now. I have to draw a perfect.
I can't believe I got this to turn around.
Oh, good. GG.
I can't believe I fucking won.
This game handed you the victory. Just
it
handed
really
it to you.
did.
Like it was like, Nick, here you go.
So yeah.
So Amiibo's bullshit, right? Can we just say that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, that the whole Skylanders thing and the Amiibos. Okay, yeah, that is like completely and totally just the new monetization method.
Right.
Sure.
I'm a dude in an office building in a boardroom going, how do we make money? Oh, Skylanders does well? Let's do that for Nintendo, because people buy anything with Nintendo characters.
Well, I mean, even Skylanders, like that was also like the mechanic is based around making money. It's a monetization mechanic. Okay. I will give you that for sure. Still looks alright. I wouldn't mind having a couple figurines. I'd pay money for that. It's like in Dota where
I got Battle Master achievement.
Huh?
I got an achievement for that. I guess drawing perfect cards for like 6 turns in a row gives you that. I don't know why.
I'm retiring.
Austin just quit.
I quit.
Shit,
I'm done. Fuck Nintendo. Fuck Magic. Fuck everything. Fuck Amiibo. Fuck Mies.
Are you a hater, Austin? Are you a hater?
Fuck haters.
Mad 'cause bad probably
Fuck
is.
this game.
You're either a Nintendo fanboy or you're a hater.
Any other card. That was the only card. And you drew it like 4 times.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I could have played him at the wrong times too, so I wouldn't have had him for later, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I've noticed whenever I play the black deck in the 4 players, it's just good to just get all your kill cards and just keep them in your hand the whole time.
I actually played a lot of them, and then I just kept getting more at the exact right moment, and I also had to land to use it.
That's
so
silly.
Sometimes
that happens, man. Sometimes that happens.
It's one of the first in the last 100 episodes that it's like, you might want to actually watch the Magic part of this, because that was kind of funny.
Did they... Hey, here's a question.
Hey, what's up?
At the Nintendo, I remember people saying that there was going to be a 90-minute show-off of a new game. Did they show something off that I wasn't aware of?
The whole presentation was not, like, barely 70 minutes or something. It wasn't even an hour, was it?
No, I remember the day after the presentation. The day after the presentation, they were supposed to have this 90-minute showing of this new game.
Oh, you said the day after. I thought you said the day of.
Yeah. No, the day after on the Nintendo Treehouse thing.
I don't think I know what you're talking about, but I might have also heard about it and I just forgot.
The Yoshi game looks fucking great. I'm glad to have a spiritual successor to Yoshi's Island. That's a fantastic game.
It's really bad that I thought this, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, alright, so we're just gonna do alternate materials now, because they just showed, like, a claymation Kirby, and they're like, oh, also a yarn Yoshi, and also, you know, we have Paper Mario, so it's like, is this an arts and crafts store at this point? What are we doing?
Yeah, basically. I mean, they started the discussion about Yoshi with going to an arts and crafts store, right. So, yeah, probably. I don't know, Yoshi. I think it looks adorable.
Fuck Magic.
The game looks adorable. I love Yoshi's Island. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was
pretty good.
It's a really good game, and
games.
I feel bad that it has like Super Mario World 2 tacked on to the title to sell copies. You know, way back in the day, because it's like.
Well, yeah, they couldn't make the brand connection without doing that. People wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so it's weird because like you have to say, oh yeah, Super Mario World 2, because it's just not though. Like it has almost nothing to do with Super Mario World 2.
The title says that, but no part of me made that association other than just that word being there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they could have done something. I don't know what but Yoshi's Island was a great game, and it was totally unique, and they never really expanded on that, and then they do now, and that's great. It looks good. It looks really good. Looks really pretty.
For me, it just got kind of lost in the shuffle because of the art style. It didn't stand out to me as Yoshi's Island 2. It just looked like a Yoshi game, and I don't think they called it Yoshi's Island 2, did they?
No, it's not. It's like the yarny Yoshi is fuzzy and adorable.
Yoshi's Woolly World. Fuck both of you.
That's it. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's fair. but mechanically it looks exactly like Yoshi's Island 2. I mean, the thing is, I don't think they would make a lot of money. Like, funnily enough, it would be really in a similar vein to how the original game was marketed as Super Mario World 2. It wouldn't make any sense to make Yoshi's Island 2 now, because the target demographic, like, it's been so long since Yoshi's Island that the people who grew up playing Yoshi's Island are like 20 or 30.
Who is Nintendo's main demographic at this point? Do you know? Do they know? Do any of us know?
I don't know. You know, what it might be is, like, it might be just different in Japan. Like, they might have a completely different demographic in Japan, which, you know, yeah. So I don't know.
I was actually thinking about that, if it's, like, stigmatized in Japan to be, like, in your late 20s, early 30s and still be playing Pokemon, or if it's, like, primarily geared just for 12 to 15-year-old boys and girls.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. That said, Sony is the most dominant platform in Japan, so, I mean, and that is all marketed to adults, so, you know.
Well, not all of it. There's, like, Sly Cooper and Ratchet and Clank and stuff, but...
Yeah, but, I mean, like, you wouldn't say that it was a casual console marketed to the youthful demographic, right? Like, that's not their main thing.
I was mostly talking about cultural implications. Like, even in Japan, they just have stigmas towards certain things. I know they're more traditional when it comes to, like, how they like to market things. In America, things have gotten a little bit more mixed up because it's like we don't really have little kids in America anymore for the most part. Like, when you're 12, you can fucking watch Attack on Titan.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I don't know. It might be, maybe. You know what? Actually, here's something that I found amazing when somebody told me. You know, Frozen did really well.
Yeah,
right?
Apparently it's a huge deal. Movie. I didn't watch it though.
I saw it. It was actually really good. I did really like it. However, there were a couple problems. I won't go into it. I could write a whole review on Frozen.
I think I know what you're going to get at, but don't.
There were a few problems, but it was good. I liked it overall. Firstly, the best-selling Disney movie of all time, which is pretty crazy. And it was like number 5 in the U.S. box office for a while, so that's cool. Here's the crazier part. Did you know that it is Japan's most-selling movie ever?
No.
It was number 1 in the box office for 12 weeks.
Huh.
Frozen.
That's cool.
And it was dubbed over and localized, too. So it like, Japan's version of Frozen is the most popular movie Japan has ever had. I just find that kind of crazy. It's very strange to me.
Do you want to know the best description of Frozen I've ever heard?
What?
What's that?
So, Let It Go, the movie.
Yeah, people, I know, that was the criticism that people had.
No, it's basically, I watched Frozen like a month ago. It was super average. Super average.
I wouldn't say it was that.
Music was phenomenal.
Wait, are you a hater, Austin?
What?
Are you a hater? Is that what you're doing? Are you a hater?
I thought you called him a Hitler for a second.
No, are you a Hitler?
No, the movie was like so weird, and it just didn't seem to make sense half the time to me. There's at one point
where the best don't make any goddamn sense.
The one of the girls like climbs up a mountain in like 2 hours, and then it takes the other girl like 2 days to climb up the same mountain or something.
It's like the wall.
And you know, when I was watching with someone, they mentioned that to me too. And also keep in mind, when the first lady was climbing the mountain, she was making like ice staircases and castles and shit.
Oh shit, that's fancy.
Yeah, so like, you know, it took her a while because she was just like walking up, and also she's not like a child device. I think beyond that, there were problems with the movie. Here, okay, I'm gonna go very lightly onto what was wrong with the movie. In the latter half of the movie, there were basically no songs at all, and that was not.
There were like 3 songs back to back in the beginning, and they just stopped.
Yeah, that was it seemed like they ran out of songs, and there were a couple moments that were like really ripe for songs. There's not a very good traditional villain narrative. Also, I won't spoil anything about what happens in the movie, but just, you know, there's not really a traditional villain narrative. And also the story structure, while technically fine, and I mean that like not in the colloquial term, I mean like technique-wise. Technically, the story structure is fine, yet to an untrained viewer could easily be confusing, and I'm sure it was.
I had no fucking clue what the main bad thing happening was. It
Yes.
never was clear.
Exactly.
It just never made any sense to me. Maybe that's just
Right.
me. But I was like,
No,
what's the main conflict?
I saw. Yeah, exactly.
We're waiting for the
when I was-
dragons to get across the ocean. That's when the conflict starts.
No, I was saying, like when I was watching, I was like, okay, I understand, and technically they did it fine, but to an uncritical eye, or to someone who's not specifically looking for certain things, this could be super confusing. And not really handled that well, you know. And it sounds like that was the case for you, where it just kind of just didn't really make a whole lot
But
of
it
sense.
was resolved. I was just kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that partly has to do with the lack of traditional villain narrative, and I would go into that, but that requires spoilers, and I don't really want to.
There's one point. This isn't spoilers. What was kind of hilarious to me, where it was like one of the characters tells the other character, "Oh, I want to go outside. I want to see the outside world," and she's like, "No, you can't. You're not allowed to go outside," and she's forbidden from going outside. And then at one point they're arguing, and then that same girl is just like, "Well, why don't you just leave then?" So, you won't let me leave.
Yeah.
That's really immersion breaking.
Yeah.
The whole
It
movie
has
was,
to do-
it was
they were-
fine. Like I'm being a little hard on it, but it was just
Yeah.
the music
No,
was great though.
The music, the songs that they had were awesome.
Uh-huh.
Again, like I said, the problem was like at the latter half of the movie, there just were like no songs, and it got to a point where I was kind of like, oh, okay, so here's the scene where this guy's gonna have a song. Okay, this one now. Okay, just play that same song again, because that was pretty good. Just do that. Just do that. No, you're still not gonna. You already played it like 3 times in different scenes. No. Okay. All right, fine. So no more songs, and there's no songs at the last half of the movie, and it's like, all right. I mean, yeah, like those songs that they had were great, but it just kind of stopped happening.
They basically open up with like 3 back-to-back songs with like 30 seconds of break in between.
Yeah.
This is a really
yeah,
surreal
also-
conversation for me to be involved with, by the way, because I haven't seen it, and I also kind of don't really look forward to watching movies with songs in them.
Really?
The songs
you
are
like
actually
Disney movies?
they're the best part.
I used to like them, but I'm like almost 30, and I just feel like it's weird. Sorry.
I still love them. I mean, I'm like 24.
Yeah, I
22.
don't know. That's really, like, what I just said is kind of a really dickish thing to say, and I feel like a dick for saying it, but I don't know. It's just, I don't personally feel like it's for me anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I still love the magic of Disney musicals, and
that they
you know what?
since
Huh?
what Princess and the Frog was like their last musical, or no, Tangled.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, they've started doing it now, but before Princess and the Frog, it was like 10, 15 years since they'd done anything, because Pixar pretty much killed them. So
Yeah. Maybe
and
that's
it's
what
funny,
it
like-
was. I just grew
Yeah, I
up
mean-
on that stuff, and then Pixar showed up, and then it was like, oh, we do this now, and now I just kind of retrained myself, and now I don't really think about it that
Yeah.
way.
And now Pixar's kind of like where the fuck is Pixar? Like
yeah.
super average lately too.
I think Disney might have actually taken some of the talent out of Pixar to make their stuff, which is, I mean, you know, it's fine too.
Is there-
Part of the problem with Pixar,
Is there any
Huh?
movie in production right now that's been trailer?
Finding Nemo 2.
Oh, that's right. That's what it is. Okay, that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, people are excited for that.
We
That-
found
that'll
Nemo.
probably
It's
be-
over. What other story
Fun
is there?
story.
Oh, it's right. It's Finding Dory is what it is. Yeah.
There's
that's
another
the-
thing to
that's the new
find.
one.
And
They're gonna find Dory now.
Who's
if there's
Dory?
one person that I love a lot that I haven't mentioned, that's Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, me too. She's
Awesome
great.
lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
Basic. Is that racist? Never mind. I was gonna say she's white Oprah, but that's. Might be.
I mean-
Oprah.
That's true though.
It is.
I
She's
mean-
ridiculously nice. Gives
I think she's
away a lot of
marketer's
free stuff and has a talk show at daytime.
And she's hilarious.
She's
she's like I don't know, man. Like I remember seeing somebody say like Ellen DeGeneres not really funny. I was like, dude, did you ever not to sound hipster about Ellen DeGeneres, but I was like Ellen
Rob
DeGeneres
hipster
is one of my own my Ellen DeGeneres is like one of the only female comics that I really like. Like, and I don't mean that in like a sexist sense, like I don't like female comics. Like, I haven't found too many female comics. That said, I haven't found that many male comics that I like either. But, you know, she's one of the only ones that I really like. If you ever see her stand up, it's great. Like, her old HBO special from like 1999 or like the early 2000s is so funny. It's really good. And I'm glad that she's like really successful now too, because
I think, well, she has like the most popular
hilarious
daytime show out of all the daytime shows, right?
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. I mean, especially since Oprah stepped down.
Do you think that she's happy being as wholesome as she is on that show, though? Because I feel like every time they make her dance, she feels like she really doesn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, she's kind of in that Wayne Brady like area of things.
How old is she now? She has to be like 50s, so like late 50s, right?
No, I don't think she's
late 50s.
that old.
I don't think she's that old.
She's probably late 40s.
She's 56.
Is she really?
Oh wow. So
yeah,
she looks really good for her age.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I mean, how old is her wife?
I don't know.
Her wife, like, what's her face? What's her name? Portia de Rossi. She's got to be like 20 years older than her.
She is 41. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, not 20 years, but like almost 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I like Ellen DeGeneres a lot. She's really funny. And but on that show though, like what's nice is she's not Oprah on that show. Like
it's a little more
does
chill.
like she does kind of like, you know, not totally super kosher jokes all the time as well. Like sometimes
they're like
it's
it's like if you're trying to be edgy but like you also know where the line is kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's edgy within like 2 levels of being edgy. If that makes sense.
Exactly, yeah. It's like one step above the View in edginess.
I guess.
I can see
It's
that.
like, oh my god, bodily things. That's crazy.
Well, did you ever see that episode or that bit on Ellen DeGeneres where I forget who it is. I think it's Kristen Stewart, I think, with the sloths. Did you see that one?
No, I guess not.
Oh yeah,
It's like so adorable and hilarious. Just like apparently Kristen Stewart, not Kristen Stewart. What's her name? I forget her. Kristen Stewart is the one from Twilight. I don't mean that. She's like the blonde girl, the Veronica Mars. You know Veronica Mars?
Oh, well, you totally blew my mind because I was
Kristen
totally
Bell.
in Kristen Stewart land
Kristen
now.
Bell.
And you pulled me right out like it was no big deal.
know.
I can't refocus now, Rob.
It's Kristen Bell. Yeah.
It's Kristen Bell. Apparently, when she sees sloths, she like cries and laughs and stuff, and she can't help it. And there's this really funny moment. Yeah, no, like she like freaks out around sloths. Like she really, really loves
Is
sloths.
it like a psychological problem?
I don't know. Probably, yeah. Like there's probably some wires missing or
That's
like
real
fucked
weird.
up, crossed weird.
She's like, she flips out over sloths.
Yeah, but so there's this really funny moment in Ellen DeGeneres where she's talking to Ellen about it, and then Ellen's like, well, you know, that's funny that you mentioned it because we have this guy right here, and then Kristen Bell just starts like bawling, crying, and like screaming, and Ellen was just fucking with her. There's no sloth on set, and and so Ellen's just sitting in the chair cracking up for like 5 minutes while Kristen Bell is freaking out, and it's really good.
Oh my god,
They
so she can't even come out of it? She like had a seizure
no.
or something?
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
They did actually. I don't know how long after, but they did bring her back on.
Yeah,
the
they
show
brought-
and
yeah.
actually brought back a sloth.
Yeah.
They should get Jack Hanna to come on and see what kind of other animals elicit weird responses from her, just as like a test.
Her, who's her boyfriend? He's the guy in a lot of comedy movies that. Might be married. The guy in like Without a Paddle or whatever. That guy. What's his name?
Yeah, he's in
nobody knows
How I
what
Met
his
Your
name
Mother.
is.
Yeah, everybody forgets his name. He also directed
Dak Shepard. That's what it is.
Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong guy then.
Oh yeah, Dak Shepard. Funnily enough, we actually kind of went strangely full circle. I didn't realize this. Kristen Bell is Anna from Frozen.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Who is
I didn't know
Kristen
that,
Stewart
actually.
in Frozen? Is that the other sister?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
She keeps getting roles, man. I don't understand it. She's such a terrible actress, and they just keep hiring her for more and more prestigious roles, and I don't get why.
Yeah, well, she's really pretty, so
I don't
That's
really
probably-
find her that pretty.
Yeah, she's kind of.
She looks a little dead in the eyes, and she's got a weird smile.
yeah, that's why it's kind of hot.
Oh.
It's like it's kind of like she's kind of like that normal girl look, you know, where it's kind of like, oh yeah, I could probably have a chance with her maybe in like an alternate universe. Like, yeah.
I guess I know what you mean, but then
pretty
they keep
hot.
trying to hold her up to this weird pedestal or put her on this weird pedestal. It's like, well, those two things don't comport, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's strange. But yeah,
Whatever.
I haven't really seen any movies with her, to be totally honest with you, but I know of her because she's the Twilight girl, right? I'm thinking of the right lady, right?
Yeah.
The Twilight girl? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Watch the third Twilight, man. They had to rip a baby out of her belly. It was crazy shit,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Wait, what?
They had to bite it out of her belly because of vampires or something.
Don't they twinkle in the daylight?
Yeah,
They have
man. Vampire
isn't the
Edward
werewolf an
impregnated
alpaca?
her so hard that he broke the headboard off with his fists because he was fucking her until it broke. And then she got pregnant so hard that she was pregnant in like 3 days after they had sex. For the first time, of course.
No, wait,
Yeah.
you're fucking with me, right?
I'm not fucking
So-
with you whatsoever. Anyone who's seen the movie knows this really happens.
Here's an important thing that we've just learned here. Vampires don't use condoms.
What?
No, they just got
What?
married, man. It was their honeymoon.
Oh, they got married. Oh.
Yeah, they got
We
married
can't-
and he fucked her until the bed broke.
We can't skip over this. They ripped her. What?
Okay, So like after they had sex and the frame broke, there was like a person that came in to clean up the room, and it was just fucked. Like the whole room was like decompiled, like all the shit that was hung up and like all the wood stuff was all just broken. And I can't remember if it was a dude or a lady, just looked at them and was like, "What the fuck happened in here?" And that's just regular missionary style sex. That's all that vampires need.
It was probably like the cleaning lady, like, oh, Jesus, man, why do we let vampires in here?
Right?
This happens every time.
Why do they do it?
Breaking the whole room.
So the baby
Yeah.
was like, like the fetus developed in like a couple of days, and then in a week or so, the thing like started eating all of her blood, so she was getting really frail and skinny, and she was about to die, and they had to keep giving her like blood packs, and they were like mixing it in with ice, and she was like, I like the taste of blood now, because I have a vampire baby in me. And then eventually it like kicked her in the spine and broke her back, and she fell over on the ground, and then they had to rip her open, and Edward bit into her belly to rip apart her belly flesh and to pull the baby out. This is the movie that our teenagers watch that has good Christian values, that the Christian mothers were bringing all their children to watch because of all of the positive values that it has in it.
I can't. No.
Yeah,
What? You're not.
I'm really
True
not.
Blood. You're not. This is an HBO,
This
right?
is the actual plot. This is the actual plot of that movie.
Yeah, this is Twilight 3. I can't remember what the ending part of that Twilight 3 movie was, but or the title, I mean, but that is what happened.
So wait, does she just die?
No, she lives.
Okay.
No, because, like, you don't understand. So, like, spoilers, obviously, because we've been talking about spoilers the whole time. But, like, she gets bit by the vampire as she's about to die, and then all the, like, necrotic tissue rushes back, and her eyes go all white, and she's like, fuck yes, I'm a vampire now, and she lived through the whole ordeal. So she gets to have her vampire baby, and still have a broken back, but I guess it probably heals because vampires, and then they're happy, kind of, except there's another movie after that, so I don't know what happens.
Here's a weird question. So, like okay,
Yeah.
I get that they had to take out the demon child from inside of her body, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What now? As far as I know, the movie takes place in the modern day. Yeah?
Yes, it's current modern
Okay.
days.
Why didn't they just get like a doctor to do a C-section instead of like him biting into her stomach?
That's a great question, except I kind of failed to give you the full context of what was going on here. So the girl and the vampire like eloped to go get married, and the parents didn't really know what was. I mean, no, they knew they were married, but they didn't know where they went. So they went to like this crazy tropical island or something to go fuck the first time, and then they were just on the island, and she got pregnant so fast they didn't have time to go to a hospital. And even if they did, like, what are they going to do? They're going to go to a hospital, and the doctor's going to be like, oh, you've clearly got, like, a demon child inside of you. What are we going to do about that?
You're gonna make me lose it again. You have to stop.
Also, I forgot to mention, there was a war waging outside of their house the whole time with the werewolves.
Oh, no. I don't even want to know what would happen if she fucked the werewolf.
Why were the werewolves on a tropical island?
Because they were after Bella, and also they were all fighting. Because the werewolves and the vampires hate each other.
Oh.
And wait until the Frankensteins get involved. Oh my god, it's gonna be great.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love movies.
I want to see this movie now. Like, it sounds like the perfectly bad movie.
It's a really bad movie.
Like I know the circle jerk Twilight so bad. This sounds so fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Like,
I watch them because they're fucking hilarious. They're really hilariously bad.
This sounds like the 50 Shades of Grey if they made a movie of that.
Well, with vampires and werewolves.
Sounds like Jesus Christ! I did not know that was the plot to that film. That's very strange.
I am.
You know what's weird is I remember the author of the Twilight books. I've read excerpts from the Twilight books, and now, granted, I am not a heavy reader. I will not claim to know what makes a good book as much as I will claim to know what makes a good movie, but I will claim to know what makes a good movie. But I won't claim to know anything about what makes a good book. I don't have enough experience in that. What I read of Twilight, that book is fucking terribly written. It seems like to me. But here's the thing though. I remember reading an interview with the author, and she said that, yeah, I wrote the books with like a movie in mind.
Like, isn't that
really?
sweet that all worked out?
Why didn't you fucking write a screenplay then? Like, why are you writing a fucking book? Like,
it cast it on that teen angst, son.
It really looked like from what I read, it looked like it was, because it was just like all dialogue, and it just looked like, yeah, I'm kind of reading like a really shitty screenplay. And I don't know.
It reminds me of, actually, that fucking Harry Potter everyone makes fun of on the internet fan fiction. What is it called?
I have that. I literally have that on My Immortal. I'd never heard of that until a couple of, like, just before, a few minutes before we started this Magic episode, and I was watching the video until we started recording. So
we didn't who's not me, but
we didn't who's
I'm a stroke and have. Someone read that screenplay. Who was it? Nick, were you part of that?
I think I was involved somehow, but I don't remember. It was all a blur.
But that's so funny because Twilight, the joke is that it's bad, but that sounds like it's from My Immortal.
It's not as bad.
Described to me. They went to a tropical island, then they got pregnant. 3 days later, baby need to be bitten out of the body. Like, all that's missing is the horrible editing, and we're perfect.
They had that too.
I was. It's not as bad as that, because I was just watching it, and like the main character's name is Ebony Dark Apostrophe Ness.
Yeah.
Have you not read it, Rob? Have you not read My Immortal?
No, like I said, I had only heard about it minutes before we started recording Magic, and I was watching the video on it, and it was pretty funny.
It's amazing. It's a
pretty
paragon of literature.
I'm a goth girl, and I was wearing black halter top and fishnets, and I walked by some preppies, and then I gave him the finger, and then I kept walking, and Draco Malfoy was there, and he was like, "Hey,
there's a line,
yeah,
there's a line by Dumbledore that was said that, oh my god, when it was said when we were reading it, or when whoever was reading it, I think I was watching the stream actually, when they read the line, everyone on the stream fucking lost it. And I'm sure everyone watching lost it, but Dumbledore says, like, what is the line? I wish I knew. I'm gonna look it up now because I have to know.
It's all right.
Because it's amazing. But yeah, no. What's even better about it, Rob, is that apparently, like, the first chapter, quote unquote, is edited by someone who isn't fucking inept, and so it is slightly readable. But apparently, I think her editor like stops editing it or something, so it starts to be unedited. It just gets progressively intangible and worse, and so good.
That's good. Well, I mean, it was just a fan fiction, right? Like, somebody just...
Oh, it's everything. It's everything.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All that whole world of fan fictions, I don't really understand. I know someone now who, like, reads them a lot, and I don't really get it. Dennis, actually, he told me that he's read, because he's a big Harry Potter fan, he has read a few fan fictions of Harry Potter, and he says that there's one that's, like, really, really good. That's like several chapters, and I think they're gonna actually make it into a book because apparently it's like really good. It, like, I don't know, I think it like takes place parallel to the story of Harry Potter, but it's like just some random dude at Hogwarts like trying to deal with it from the outside, you know, looking in instead of the main character or something like that. And he says it's really good. So I don't know. And he's read all those books like 100 times, so if he says it's good, I believe him. I've never really read too much of the Harry Potter books, though, because, I don't know. It's cool. I read the first 3, and then the 4th one was a dictionary, and I was like, okay.
They just get better the further you go, though.
I'm sure they do. I just To be totally honest with you, I read those books when I was a kid because it was a fad and everybody liked it. And if you hadn't read it, you were like, a jerk. So I was like, all right, I'll read it. And I read it, and it was
stories
like,
in general.
it's cool. No, I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like Harry Potter. I think it's cool. I'm just not into reading that much. And I'm especially not that into, like, popcorn reading, kind of thing. That said, I mean, Harry Potter, I think, is not terribly different from the Chronicles of Narnia, and I love the Chronicles of Narnia. So, I don't know. I'm just stupid when it comes to books, is basically what I'm trying to say. Don't listen to my opinion on anything when it comes to books.
I'm guessing you're probably not that far off on the whole Twilight assertion.
Then, all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. Chapter 9.
That's
pretty good. Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty good.
Yeah, well, everybody look up My Immortal of the Harry Potter fanfiction and read it because it's pretty funny. I've been sitting here for an hour. My ass hurts so bad because I'm literally a foot off the ground. I'm not kidding with you right now. I'm probably less than a foot off the ground, to be totally. I'm probably like 9 or 10 inches off the ground.
You should go get a new chair, man.
Yeah, I really should. However, it is like 10 at night, so I probably won't do that now.
Go to
I'm
Walmart.
gonna do it tomorrow.
Get a folding chair.
Well, there's no Walmarts.
You don't have Walmarts in the city?
No, they're illegal.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're not. They're not allowed to make a Walmart in New York City.
Good call.
I don't know if. Yeah, it really is because it basically kills all other businesses when they make Walmarts. Yeah. So I remember that actually happened in my first year of college in upstate New York. There were a bunch of like these. Well, yeah, they like while I was there, they built a Walmart, and all of the half the businesses in the town had to close down within like a month or two, and I was like, damn. All right, I see why it's illegal to have these in New York City.
Yeah.
It's not even that good. I went to Walmart. It's like, I get it because it's like Amazon, except for old people.
Yeah. And they got little carts you can go around. They showed you how to get the heart of it, by the way, in that South Park episode. There's a mirror in the back. You just gotta break the mirror and you're good. The whole thing will light on fire. Fall apart.
Right, exactly. Yeah. yeah. So they're illegal in New York. Although I don't think they would do as much harm as they do in other places, but I still understand why they do it. So
okay, well I learned something today.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching Magic, everybody. It was fun.
It wasn't. Wait, that Magic episode sucked. Fuck this episode. That's
why you lost. Yeah,
I was
episode. Fine with it.
Would not recommend ever again.
You'll roll Chan will die next episode, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's true. Except I'm always going to only attack Austin forever, so that's gonna happen. Anyway, thanks for watching Magic, everybody. Every Monday and Friday.
Wednesday, Friday. Sorry.
Yeah.
Every time.
We're gonna duel the last Planeswalker next time.
Oh yeah, that's the last one.
Oh,
right?
he's going down.
Yep.
And then it's Magic 2015, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why did you say it like that? Why was the emphasis on the 20?
I don't know.
Because of the E3.
That's not the number. That's not the number that changed.
The Magic 2015.
Magic 2015. It's instead of 3015.
It's Magic 2015.
MA''JEC.
Magic. Sorry.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.